Welcome to Dofus Beginner's Guide Episode 2. Here we'll cover stat points and spells. This knowledge is crucial to picking a class you like. Having a planned build in both spells and elements can make it much easier and more fun to level your character. Let's start with the stats. This button here opens the characteristics menu. Energy is your character's real life. Every time you die in combat, you lose an amount of energy. The higher your character's level, the more energy you lose. Once the bar is empty, you die. Your character will become a ghost, incapable of taking part in further fights. In order to fully revive, you'll need to find a phoenix statue. You'll find these highlighted on your map. Next is experience. This should be familiar to anyone who has ever played a game involving any sort of leveling system. Fill the bar with experience from fights, and you'll gain a level. Health points, or HP, are displayed above your character in combat and also here. Action point, or AP, are the points you'll need to cast spells and other actions in combat. Your AP are fully restored every turn. Movement point, or MP, lets you move around the battle map. They are also fully restored every turn. Initiative decides the order all combatants fight in. Having high initiative allows you to start your turn sooner than people with low initiative. Prospecting, or PP, affects your drops and monsters. Higher prospecting gives you a bigger chance at drops. Vitality raises your HP, 1 HP for each vitality point. Wisdom affects your experience. Having more wisdom allows you to level faster. It also makes you better at stealing AP and MP, as well as resisting these steals from other players. Strength affects weapons and spells, dealing earth and neutral damage. A weapon doing 10 points of earth or neutral damage would deal 20 with 100 strength. This means damage is increased 1% for each point of strength. Having more strength also lets you carry more. Intelligence affects fire damage in the same way that strength affects earth. Intelligence also makes healing spells better and increases the protection from shields. Chance affects water damage. It also increases prospecting. Agility affects air damage. It also makes critical hits more frequent and escapes from the tackle zone easier. For each level you gain, you get 5 characteristic points. These can be spent to raise vitality, wisdom, strength, intelligence, chance, and agility. If you want your full characteristics in a more detailed view, you can click More Characteristics here. Gaining a level gives you a spell point. Spell points allow you to increase the level of a spell. This can be done in the Spell menu here. You will be shown a list of all your spells, both available and soon to be available. Spells are unlocked by leveling. The plus sign indicates that you can increase the level of the spell. Clicking on each spell in the list allows you to view its details. This is the cost of the spell and the level required. Here you can see the effect from a cast of the spell. Most spells have a critical effect, and this can be viewed here. Adjustable range means that these numbers can be adjusted by spells and equipment. Line of sight is whether or not you can cast a spell on someone even though there are obstacles in the way. Linear is whether or not the spell's range is circular or linear. Free squares is mostly for traps. It means that a cell must be empty for you to cast a spell there. CFN's turn is that a critical failure will force you to skip your turn. You can from here of course plan your future build. Much as this information is complicated for new players, and it isn't expected that you can take it all in at once, feel free to watch this episode again if you come across any of these terms in game and you didn't understand them. A lot of helpful information can be found on the Dofus wiki, dofus.wikia.com, or on Imps Village, www.impsvillage.com. Playing Dofus is all about the community, and these websites are a part of it. In the next episode, we'll talk about the Dofus community. We'll see you there.